and I understand what they're going for it at this point of time because, oh, never mind. It is the counter. The Selena Novaria is going to be the option for Trion and Keys.
A combo I believe we saw first from Geek Fam earlier this season. Novaria with the Selena means more arrows hitting, a lot of scouting potential to deal with the Loyi as well. For BIGETRON, how do they want to deal with this? They want a beefy frontliner that can tank all of these shots, someone that can just take all the traps just to leave the jungle less visible to DEWA.
Okay. Do you want to play safer with a healer, or do you want to emphasize it more with the Loyi pick, with a pick-off potential hero?
With CC on Akai and on the Lapu, Key has played this before. The Diggy can come through technically, but they go for the Paquito instead. Arlet, Rome.
All right. Arlet technically does quite well if he gets through the range of Selena and Novaria, because even though it's a roam, it deals so much damage, especially towards those very, very squishy members of DEWA United eSports.
Exactly, and Paquito is also gonna have a good day up against these squishies.
Well, it depends on whether or not they can actually tank a bit of the damage coming from DEWA though. But with the Arla just matching the Selena, I believe the idea is just let Key just go to town on the Selena and just go full aggression.
And the arena though, Mr. Dreamasol or Mr. Randy Sabutra gracing us with his presence, the gold medalist of ISF 2022 Bali. Hope you enjoy what you're watching right now. In BIGETRON versus DEWA United, looking at the counter index and lineup rating, it definitely favors BIGETRON Alpha, or like BIGETRON much more.
See that? And man on the flicker, Claude.
Oh wow, that is huge. Against the Selena, against the Akai, you want to play the aggressively, but let's see though if we can close this out for BIGETRON versus DEWA United eSports.
A lot of potential for both these teams to go aggressive in the early game. But who will get the edge first? For the side of DEWA, they require all these skill shots to land. For BIGETRON, it seems like it's the same old aggressive style 3-man rotations. We'll see if the Akai will be enough to really stave off that aggression, especially that mid lane.
Already though, that's what I'm talking about, the pressure in the mid lane. But Emman already losing a 1v1 against Vlad. He might want to go back here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, right? In that matchup, it's so tough for the Claude. That's why it's strange to see the Claude picked up so early against the Roger. But hey, flicker again on the Emman, on the Claude. Thoughts?
That means he's going to be a lot more vulnerable, and I think he believes he won't really take a lot of these big crowd control tools from the side of DEWA. And with the flicker, he can reposition out of the most difficult of situations, generally being caught off guard, being jumped on by Dixon, or being attempted to be pinned by Gary. So not that bad, but it definitely leaves him a bit more vulnerable. It's something he has to adjust around. Tenacity for both him and Key though. So both are going to be scrapping away in the early game. And you can see Key is set on babysitting that lane as much as possible. Marino is just keeping the lane shoved as much as possible to try and ensure that he can get the lead and set up for those big diversion plays.
The pressure in the mid lane, you can see it right away. And by the way, look at the skin in front of you. It's Chorizo with a Tyree Bogard, King of Fighters exclusive skin. Don't forget to get it.
Power Wave.
Power Wave.
That's what he usually says. He says it a bit too much sometimes, you know. But hey, the skin is great, so we'll give him a pass on that Power Wave spam. But Moreno, Bargain Hunter on the Loyi.
He knows that he needs to get those power spikes early on, especially the Loyi. You're just a lot stronger when you don't rely on your ultimate. But look at this, Gary already getting jumped on.
Some poke already, the heavy spin used up, and it's Keys who secures it. Meanwhile, Chorizo with the knockout strike displacing Dixon, who's all alone now up top, uses the Bravest Fighter's CC immunity to get out. Red Tree, not used up earlier actually by Gary, and Super Ken will try to take it away from Gary with the Red Tree. With Key with the final slash now knocked up as well. It's going to be the Abyssal Trap landing on him, but Key is just going in now. Whoa! First blood over to BIGETRON Alpha, and Key gets out as well. One last shot, dodges away from it. And Super Ken with a big bomb, Dixon flickering out of it, and now dodging away as well. Now is the Bravest Fighter. 2 big slashes to get rid of Super Ken and Dixon. One last hit should do it. Key holding on there. Gets out with Chorizo, provides him enough space, but Key! Key, what the heck?
The jukes Oh man, the happy feet from Key just read all the arrow shots from Keys. Beautiful plays. But look at the goal, Arashi. It looks like a dominant fight or like a favorable fight for DEWA United, but they're only up with 100 gold. A whole different story in the game 1 just now.
That is BIGETRON's efficiency just showing again. Even though they lose out, in some moments, they make up for it somewhere else on the map by farming, by rotations. That is what you're seeing. And he is just going full aggro right here. And earlier, man, he just seems to be just reacting scenes from the Matrix, just dodging from everything. That will hit him though. He was going to take more and more of those Astral Spheres the longer the game goes. But as of right now, you have to also remember that Watt has the Purify, so he's also a vulnerable target. As much as we would like to paint the picture that Eman is the guy who's going to be targeted, the fact that that Watt only has a Purify means that against all these burst damage tools, like the Arlet, like Sorizo on the Potato, Watt's going to be a lot more vulnerable.
DEWA United with their backs against the wall, already losing 1-0 in the first game. But if Key stays playing like this, I don't know about their chances as Eman already secured that Demon Hunter sword. Watt rotating.
Oh. Good missile arrow connected to the back right now as they all just commit there. Super Cannon with a retribution. Nope. It's Gary who secures it with a heavy spin. Moreno getting out to safety even with the Astral Echo on him. Dixon in the midst of it all. 1v4 gets taken out, a kill. Oh, a shot! Bye-bye Moreno! Taken out by Dreon.
Oh, it's really hard to play a mid lane against this kind of composition, Arashi. I feel like you know better than me for this part.
Especially on a mage that's immobile like a Lo Yi. The fact that you have so many threats flying at you, for one, and also a lot of threats diving at you in the form of Dixon. Is this the way to quote-unquote counter the Lo Yi? But you have to remember, when Moreno gets enough items, he can just stand there and rely on the shielding. That is what makes Lo Yi so notorious in those fights. The weakness is the dive, but technically when you dive on her when she is so far ahead, she can out-tank you with the passive shielding. That is something that DEWA need to keep in mind if they want to push their advantage. They have to try and do it now before Moreno really gets to his power spikes.
Heavy spin committed already. That was a flicker burnt out by Key.
Interesting. Early game so far. Unequal in terms of kill, but a bit of an advantage for DEWA as they secured 2 turtle, but it only resulted in a 200 gold lead. The efficiency, the micro when they're taking their lanes, and also the last hits definitely made a difference as Super Ken, aggressive once again.
Oh, there you go.
That's a retry.
That's why.
He's a level below, by the way, doing that. It seems like since earlier, the coordination between Keys and Gary has been so good, using it as an extra bit of damage for the retry secure. But look at his play. Surprising, but not finding anything, but using the speed to probably just brute force the turret away.
So far, so good. Oh my goodness. Just barely out of range there for Dreon. He would have been able to connect onto it. But the bottom lane turret is very low. BIGETRON making their way back towards the top side of the map where Dreon. Oh, lethal. Oh, that's another Key. Final slash onto Gary towards the turret, but Gary still has that heavy spin. Look at Sorizo with the damage. Now a stun as well. Dixon already using the Bravest Fighter. Super Ken now same level as Gary. Abyssal arrow in the trap connecting on the Sorizo, and that should be Sorizo taken down, but he's able to pop in the sprint. Now Gary might be forced to use the heavy spin. Chain CC, Gary still holding on, and now he pops in the heavy spin, but it might be too late with the final slash. Not connecting just yet. Gary cancels it out. Goes in Moreno. Secures the kill. From the back, Bravest Fighter on the Key, now jumping again. That's going to be a roamer, traded in for the jungler. Dixon all the way in the back, knockout strike again, and Sorizo knocks him out. Oh, shot down from Kaze. But now BIGETRON Alpha control the neutral objective. Kaze, can he do it? Can he steal with the Astral Sphere? No is the answer. Super Ken secures it with the retribution as Eman rotates up top to go for it. Oh! Whoa! Battle mirror image with the lazy doing a flicker!
Oh my god!
Beautiful plays from Eman in the top lane.
Talking about aggressiveness, he's built different, man. Who would have thought with a flicker as well? He knows the limit, he knows the margins. As he secures a kill, a solo kill for himself. Right now, 5.6k gold for Eman. The carry for BIGETRON.
Gee, that's a 2-item power spike, especially against Selena. A lot of HP left. Also against the back line. They need to remember that they can dive, but they can get dove at the same time as well. Oh, heavy spin dodged away from.
Oh no! Super Ken with the recalls now. Wants to go for the retry. He knows Gary doesn't have the retry. He takes it away. Gary, no heavy spin in the 1v1 against a man with a sword. The Panda only has a stick to play with, and he's zoned away from his own jungle.
The way BIGETRON are playing right now, I feel like they could dodge taxes too.
Oh. Watot it up to rezone with the damage purify to get him out. Oh,
Finally, surely he
hitbox
dies.
Surely Hayes secures the kill.
Well, if you bring your stick to a sword fight, make sure you bring your team with you. That's the moral of the story so far. But man, Eman is just getting out of control right here. He hasn't been forced to lane against Watt. He hasn't been forced into tough situations. And now the diversions are starting to come through again and again. Look at where they position here. They know the turret's getting pushed down. They thought someone's going to come and rotate. But even if they don't, they still get value out of the diversion play. No real way to lose out there. I mean, Sorizo going with the Bloodlust Axe, by the way. It doesn't seem like he's going full aggression. Probably going for more of a split push, but Keys almost half HP by Key.
The diversion play so far has been very effective. As you said, Arashi, it doesn't really convert to kills, but every time he does it, it's always a turret secured, or maybe a pressure, or burning a flicker. It's always meaningful for Moreno so far. Not the greatest KD out there, but you know what? As long as it does the job. And right now they're leading about 2k gold lead despite down one turtle, despite only equalizing in kill department. They are very effective on their approach.
And look at Sorizo. Pushing the bottom wave. How heavy spin committed early. Wasn't able to find Eman and Sorizo in the back is just distracting them now, running away. Full control of BIGETRON Alpha on the Lord. Super Ken gonna be knocked up now. Abyssal Arrow not connecting, but Super Ken still able to secure it for the team. Dixon in the midst of it all. Chase down, Razor's Wrath, not going to be able to connect. Oh! El Momento finds a 4-man final slash. And Watt is forced all the way back into BIGETRON's territory. The Wolf running away in the mid lane. Sorizo deals with him. Oh no, what? He cancels the recall and now in no man's land, stabbed by Super Ken. A complete wipeout in the 10th minute of the game with the Lord taken away by the Red Robots.
Two Keys fighting it out in the Land of Dawn, but it looks like the Key from the BIGETRON has been the one dominating the game so far. A lot of jukes, a lot of engages, 4-man final slash. Beautiful play from El Momento.
Teamfight prowess, solo plays, macro decisions. BIGETRON just laying everything on the table, daring DEWA to try and show something in response. And so far, there is none. With some wave clear available here, Watt going with a bit of a hybrid build. Gonna be struggling to clear these waves as Keys.
Oh my god!
Hold up, Eman, I don't know about that, but he took it all alone. Eman, what was that?
Oh no! Did he actually was in the domain of the diversion, or the ultimate from Navaria enhance it and actually goes into diversion?
I think he meant to pop in the battle mirror image behind, but I think he tapped it a bit too early, so he couldn't take it back.
Oh, a bit of laugh here in MPL Indonesia so far on a really entertaining game. Beautiful macros, but not that one, Eman.
I mean, that was a strategy we saw highlighted in a lot of YouTube videos I've seen online, actually. You know, especially when there's wave clearing that needs to be done. You send the Claude with the battle mirror image with the diversion, let him clear with the Blazing Duet, and then he can just come back to the team fight. But certainly that was not how it was supposed to play out in that scenario.
Hey, we got a
Okay. I want to see it for sure.
But the Samsung Galaxy S24 series, just aggression from both
Oh
teams.
Oh no, he took the battle mirror image into the diversion. Oh no.
Miscommunication, trolling.
Oh my lord.
I hope that's gonna come out in the golden moment, and
Yes.
I want to see Eman just laugh out of his way. But look at the items here, Rashi.
That's gold, but that's comedy gold. Looking at the items, see Halberd finished for Watt, so he has decent like shred against the BFM members, and he has the endless battle for a bit of that mana issue if he wants to spam out those spells. But the same issue persists. Who exactly is he going to be trying to dive in and trying to execute? Everyone needs to be low first, and that job falls in the hands of Dixon, in the hands of Drian and Keys. And with Dixon just forced to go defensive only with the Hunter Strike, it's more than enough to really chunk down the backline members. But after that, after Dixon does his job, Watt will be really struggling to really find ways to get in the backline. Whereas Eman already has the Wind of Nature on top of his already 3-item power spike, so he's relatively secure in this situation. And with Chorizo having the Oracle already, he is just that much more survivable, even though he has 2 damage items.
Oh, they don't know that Gary is there lurking in the shadows. He has the vision, he has the heavy spin. If they want to commit to this, it's going to be dangerous for BTR.
Gary, still in that push.
Gary spin onto 51.
Below, but now Gary is able to steal it, but he's all alone. 1v3, Iman with the Battle Mirror image forward, secures a double kill.
Uh-oh.
Drian got assassinated in the back earlier. Would love to see what exactly happened there. Was focused on the Lord. But now with the Lord there, the Dewa buy enough time.
For sure. But I don't know if it's enough time to actually turn the game around as they make a quick work out of this Lord. But shout out to Eman though. I don't think I've seen him getting arrowed by the Selena a single time as he brought the Flicker. Oh my god!
Whoa! And it's the diversion key and Moreno and now Eman as well! A double kill from Moreno straight into the dive of that base turret. Dewa didn't even expect it. They thought it was just for vision.
The mind games. When you keep spamming the diversion, you never know when one of those crazy diversions is going to come through. BIGETRON Alpha did a great job waiting for that exact moment, and now with 2 men down,
wow.
this might be the end.
And it's another. Oh my god, into the bottom side they go. Key has the flicker, has the final slash. We'll be waiting on it. Goes in onto Gary right now as they collapse fully onto the Panda, who will have the heavy spin. But now Moreno with the flicker forward secures it. A desperate attempt of Watt jumping in, and the missile arrow connecting on the Serena's over to the Immortality. Taking out Eman in the back again with the blazing duet. A shutdown to Moreno. A big bomb onto Dixon.
Whoa.
Who finds the kill to Eman. But with the waves, it's only just K's. Key, now with the stun, now with the shot, and now a final slash on the Dixon again. 2 shots and a dive on the K's. Chorizo on the base. Key as well. The Astral Meteor will not be able to save the game. Key very low. Shut down. But BIGETRON Alpha do the same to Dewa. They shut down Dewa United in 15 minutes.
It's just, wow. The way they use their diversion is just so systematic, so unpredictable when you know you have the advantage with the Lord.